Into the A side they go. Frozen's here, waiting with the USB. Finds the first 2 kills, makes it look easy, and CR4ZY is there to provide backup. Woxi will be the last player to clean up. Crazy. Just a Deagle purchased up on Esperanto will be their only investment in this round. Where is he? He's playing inside the lobby. Robs could get lucky, gets the first kill. Ships is bunny hopping across him, and he is going to be brought down because of that. Frozen comes through from behind to save the day and take down Esperanto at the very least. So Mousesports maintain a heavy advantage, one where Ships has found himself a Famas, though whether or not he can do anything with said Famas is yet to be seen, but an important question looming over this round, because you can take away another rifle from the hands of Mousesports. That's good economic damage heading into the first round. Crazy. We're really hoping to get a bit more out of this round than that. Esperanto's Deagle not finding a single shot, and it seems like Auden, who picked up Esperanto's Deagle, will be able to use it to slightly more avail. 2 kills coming through. Only one of them being on a rifle though, and that should be recoverable. Carrigan with the UMP peeks out and gets a second kill with that as well. Woxi playing from inside garage. Woxi is going to be interesting when he gets his hands on an AWP. Until then, we have to see CR4ZY take control in a way where Mousesports can't get the momentum going on the CT side of New. CR4ZY need to win this round and move forward with a few more, but Robs from inside the tunnels will be able to take down Esperanto, reposition himself, while Woxi on the outside takes Auden down, who is staying back as a lurk, hoping to find something, but unfortunately all he finds is death. Frozen. Now outside Squeaky. Waiting for a peek, but it is still Ships to break blood. CR4ZY looking to target the B site. Rops is here to try and defend, but he might want to get into the site itself very soon, maybe in towards decon. Play a closer angle, but instead he wants to stay safe rather than put himself in a high risk, high reward position. 45 seconds on the clock. He's waiting for any sort of information to be given so he can peek out, and it should be his time to shine. There is a Molotov right behind him, so he's forced forward. Do they realize it? Did they hear the ticks of damage? Doesn't look like it matters either way. Emmy goes down. CR4ZY reconnects into the game. Still, thankfully he was dead already. Rups putting it into a 3 versus 2. It all comes down to what Ships can do, as Letney is taken down as well. Ships comes in from behind, and it's all on Frozen. With the M4, they're willing to expand as far as utility goes, and immediately after that as well, Frozen just drops down, goes towards the tunnels, and Woxi will be the one to find the first kill on the outside area. CR4ZY aren't going for any sort of set play, not going for any sort of wall of smokes on the outside to try and take control. They are largely relying on firepower. And this firepower is not going to be found in their hands right now. Repositioning towards outside. Woxi wants to take the peek, but he might be overwhelmed. When there's 3 players moving across, trying to make the crossing over, he sees 2 of them. There goes a flashbang. He's repositioning, hoping for some sort of support to come through from his teammates. The real question is, where is Frozen? He's still playing inside the tunnels, doesn't want to go more aggressively, knows that they're all coming his way. With 40 seconds on the clock, he is the linchpin for the CT defense. If he goes down, that would be problematic. He almost finds the first kill, but missing a few shots allows Emmy to come through and take control of the site. Auden as well, finding Carrigan, will let the bomb be planted, and now it's all on Rups to see what he can do, but he is down as well. Thankfully, Woxi does find the flank onto Esperanto, who is still waiting over towards the entrance to hell. And Woxi now drops down. CR4ZY has gotten a kill as well. No bomb planted just yet, so you've got to be careful if you're Auden. He's trying to go for the bomb plant, but the peek comes out soon. The grenade is dodged, but with 3 seconds on the clock, he was going to lose the round either way. He knew he had to die at the very least. Go crazy, and pardon the pun. Frozen Seeing them all come his way, waits for the firing to begin, and then he comes through with 2 quick kills, waiting for a third, and it will be allowed. Playing this anti-eco to perfection, as they aren't able to check that angle. It will just be a 5th round for Mousesports guaranteed. Drops, waiting for Letney. Letney does get that 1 kill at the very least, so some damage dealt, but perhaps a no. Instead, it will be towards Garrett. Sees Woxi, and that's the kill they were looking for. Emmy. Can they recover from that loss? Mousesports have been so good with finding early pickoffs so far. This is a round where they're at a disadvantage, courtesy of Otto's early kill. And there go the smokes. The block out the angles. It's not the wall of smokes to let them into secret, but it should be good enough to do so regardless. It also gives Otto a lot more space to be able to maneuver around to make sure that if there's anyone playing from heaven, he's got a chance to take them apart. But Frozen from below will get 1, distracts him for long enough that Carrigan can come through as well. And he gets 2 kills and backs off to safety. Crazy. Where they found a man, Mousesports goes and finds 3. Thankfully for them, they still have Otto, so they can still bring things back together. 2 versus 2. Carrigan, there he goes. The in-game leader has been so good this round, and unfortunately the ladder inaccuracy will prevent him from continuing that streak of success. Rups comes in instead. Smoke will not bloom in time, and he will have gotten the information, allowing him to get the kill. Otto left in a 1 versus 2 to defend this bomb site. AWP is the only thing he's got in hand, but that might not be enough when you're against 2 players. Not the gun you want to have. When they're peeking out soon, and they're peeking out wide, and Carrigan with 3 kills will be getting this round out. Looks to be covering off one of the connector smokes. Otto aggressively into the site he looks to go, but the early Molotovs will prevent that from happening. Carrigan finds 2 kills as they were trying to take control of Mini, and he almost gets a third as well. Frozen and Chris J will be the ones to save face as Carrigan turned around away from them. Preemptively to stop the smokes from landing perfectly, and then with the AWP you've got a chance to just quickly take someone down. Carrigan though, early kill onto Auden, and he's not done yet because he's repositioned himself again with the smoke to boot, so he's got the chance to continue on firing. Carrigan, this guy is so smart, man. This guy is one of the smartest players to ever play the game. Admittedly, it wasn't enough to beat Cloud9 in Boston, but still one of the most legendary in-game leaders we have had in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. 40 seconds. Mousesports is happy to lounge away. Carrigan is happy to get more. Carrigan is happy to make it 5 and an ace for the first frag. But instead, he wants to go to A. He wants to see whether he can find someone peeking out early. Doesn't look like he will. Instead, it will be Woxi to find the first kill onto Esperanto. Letney trades it away soon after, but is it enough? Carrigan still doing good damage. Woxi is just continually keeping control of outside. Now that he knows that there's the wall of smokes coming through, he immediately Molotovs it off, rotates back to Heaven, and from Heaven he wants to take the advantage position where he can use any gaps in the smoke much more effectively, but he doesn't realize that Mousesports might have left a point of entry in for Crazy. Chips and Co. playing from next to Sweeky. This could be troublesome. Carrigan's on the site though, and he's been so good so far. Can he continue to do the same? Woxi finds it first, but he's been traded away by Letney. Carrigan drops the bomb. 35 seconds on the clock. He's so wary of anyone coming over from inside the hut, but he's got another. And Emmy, left versus 3, makes it a 1v1. He's given himself a chance in this game, but does he realize that Frozen is right behind him? Does he realize that Frozen is waiting for the bomb plant sound? Second, it's there. Frozen knows he can just move forward. Get the Woxi though. Ooh. Gotta be careful, Woxi. Don't want to be overwhelmed. They still do have a scope on those Kriegs. That's a good gun to take a deal versus those ops with. Here come the straight mollies. Cliche. Ooh. This is still so troubling. Despite the fact that Crazy's been able to walk down with the amount of utility that they've used, and the fact that Frozen's still inside the tunnels and he's so happy to be here with the Krieg picked up, this gun could be what allows him to win, to be honest. But Rops is already boosted and he's fine, so he gets those 3 kills. Back to Frozen, and he's gotten 1, almost a second. He's missing the spray a little bit, which allows Esperanto a chance, but a chance is all he'll get as Karrigan is soon. How do you start to bring things back together from here? Crazy. They're just force buying up at this point. They are keeping some money, but nothing is working for them. Drops. Good grenade comes through. It's brilliant. It stops them in their place, and he's not even backing off. That's how confident he is. Look at him go, kill after kill. Nothing is going to stop him. Force him back. There's going to be trades. He's going to get more kills at the end. And Woxi, that's the early frag that he was looking for. Even the second gifted to him. Chips. Oh dear. At the very least, he's able to get that kill onto Rops, as he was peeking out straight, hoping that he could catch someone with the flashbang in their hand. CR4ZY peeks out once again. You're seeing 3 players falling at the exact same position where they're trying to recover the AWP and make anything work from it. Crazy is being dismantled. It does not look like this is the rivalry that we've seen in the past. And Mousesports, this is a masterclass on Nuke. It's always been one of their favorite maps, even before Karrigan came. It's been a map that Mousesports was very good on. Back in 2017, Mousesports was one of the first teams to actually start playing this map regularly and using it in their arsenal, so that people had to ban it against them or they just got a win immediately. They were so close to being a potential #1 team back then. They almost beat FaZe in the ECS finals in December 2017. That could have been it. But right now, Mousesports, they're still just know everything that they need to do. And in they go. There's a rush forward. Could this finally be the round that they're able to win away? That's the question, but Frozen doesn't want to let that happen. He's looking for that 16-0. He's found the first kill, looking for more through the smoke. Esperanto comes in from the side, but it's not good enough. Emmy and Letney with the CZs get the bomb plant down, pick up some guns as well. So they're giving themselves a chance in this round, but it's not a very big one. Letney on the site next to the bomb itself will be overwhelmed by a flashbang, and now Emmy's location is known and he might get 2, but it's not going to be enough. 13-0 at this point. This is where if I'm their coach, I tell them, guys, just try and get a few kills, trying to get a few rounds. Don't lose 16-0, get the mental headspace in. But CR4ZY doesn't want to let that happen. He's just snuck in from behind and he's just getting more and more done. Look at how you can see the way these Mousesports players are even moving. CR4ZY getting that aggressive, peeking out through the back of a wall of smokes. Now Esperanto's in a 1v3. This is where you need your star player to give your team some morale. But grenades are coming towards him. But players are coming towards him. And Frozen is not going to care if you're a star. Ruffs. This time, starting things off with some flames. Finds the first kill. Just gets aggressive immediately afterwards into the control room to take control immediately of that area. Get Crazy in a position where they're forced to funnel in towards the A site. Frozen finds the first kill onto Esperanto. In towards A. Woxi gets another one. And Frozen is not done because he knows where the shadow's coming from. The ships. He's the last one. He's the only one that can make this not be the worst half that Crazy's ever played in their life. Not as far as gameplay goes, but as far as the scoreline goes, 15-0 Mousesports. What do you say? Don't forget that. It's very easy to have some sort of conflict inside. Letney and Rops trading away kills, not in the favor of the CTs though. Rops is going to keep on going through, and with the player inside that ships, who has to bring it all together. He's got the first kill, keeps himself alive, but Carrigan immediate with the trade, and Ships is immediately overwhelmed. Frozen brings him down. Esperanto and Auden, they're all that's left. 2 versus 3. You've got to stop this from happening, and now it's only Esperanto. Mousesports, they've almost done it. This could be the perfect game, and it is 6